Hi folks, Chris Voss here from the ChrisVossShow.com, the ChrisVossShow.com. Hey, coming here with a cool product. This is, of course, from DJI.com. That's DJI.com. We've reviewed a number of products from them, the Phantom 2 and the DJI Inspire 1, which I own, which is just a wonderful, wonderful drone. And this is the new Phantom 3. There's two versions, the Professional and Advanced, and we're reviewing the Advanced in this video. And this thing is pretty awesome. It definitely has taken some of the improvements that they put into the Inspire 1 into the Phantom 3, such as the downward-facing camera. It certainly has much more control. Seems like it has more power than the old Phantom 2 did, and doesn't have the sort of fly loss that I had with the Phantom 2, where when I would, I'd send it off and you tell it to stop and come back or just stall, it would kind of drift for a bit. So this thing seems to have much more control, power, and everything else from what I can see so far. It's got an advanced camera on it, 1080p with up to 60 frames per second. If you go with the Professional, you can of course get 4K. 12 megapixel photos this baby will pump out with a 94-degree angle of field of view, and it has a f2.8 lens that's in it that can help give you just really great shots and great video. 3-axis gimbal, of course, on the bottom of it, so you can take and utilize it that way. They just barely, as we were wrapping up the review, updated their new app. I believe it's 2.0, and they updated the firmware on the Inspires and the Phantoms to reflect that. And they added several different features that are really, really cool and really, really awesome. So if you haven't got a chance to check it out, be sure to. What's really nice about the Phantom 3 is it's got the really cool, beautiful controller that came with the Inspire 1, at least for the most part. I think the exterior design on it is a little different, but other than that, it's the same cool sort of setup that they took and used for it. So you've got your stick buttons. You can got a 1.2 mile, 2 kilometer range you want to take and do with it, and it fits ergonomically right in your hands. I really love the new controllers based away from the old controllers, of course. You've got the integrated DJI Light Bridge, which is their new version that helps it to communicate instead of the old version with Wi-Fi. And you got customized command controls on the back with a C1 and C2 you can take and utilize. You've got, of course, all the controls that you have with the Inspire 1, the playback button, shutter button, camera settings, dial, start, stop, gimbal control dial, all that sort of good stuff. And just really good sort of ergonomic design that they've taken and put into it. The app is really cool, especially the new updated version. It's got a quick video editor in it, YouTube live streaming, so you can stream your thing to YouTube now live. Pretty awesome. How about them apples? And of course, you can see everything on the app. It's got an interactive flight simulator if you want to practice flying, so you can kind of get an idea of what's going. It's got support for new users with the manuals built in, a log that it keeps of all your flights, flight replay where it'll take and show you where you've been and what you did and how you did it. It's got a really smart fly system that it has now more than ever. I mean, I just really enjoyed it. And of course, the beautiful thing is they also gave the Phantom 3 the automatic landing, where you can tell it to go ahead and land for you. You can tell it to go ahead and take off for you. It also has the return to home mechanisms that came out with the Inspire 1. So they've integrated that all into the Phantom 3, which is really, really nice. And it just makes for a whole lot better of experience in utilizing the thing. It's got great GPS that they put in. I mean, they just pretty much turn this thing into a much more better Phantom 2 with the Phantom 3, and of course that's what you'd pretty much expect. So it definitely kicks butt over the Phantom 2. I was really happy. I think our Phantom 2 actually had 1 or 2 flyaways and ended up crashing very horribly. So we weren't too happy about that. But such is the nature of drones. Sometimes you got to be careful where you're flying and what you do. But the Phantom 3, it just has so much more control. Like I said, when you're flying back and forth or up and down, there's a whole lot less drift when you're trying to stop or control or get command of the unit to stop from going. With the Phantom 2, I'd race across the lawn and then you tell it to stop and it would just kind of drift for a bit. It's got the downward facing camera that the Inspire 1 has, and and I think that really makes a difference in it being able to utilize. Really, really, really impressed with the Phantom 3, and it's very close to the sort of quality you're going to get with the Inspire 1, which is quite a bit of difference in money when it comes down to it. So for about $1,000, you're going to get an incredible unit, and I think it's a little bit less than that. You'll have to look at the price on Amazon, determine when you're watching this video, of course. So be sure to check it out. We highly recommend it. It's DJI.com. That's DJI.com, and it's the Phantom 3. And wow, just a beautiful machine and operating unit to work with. Thanks for coming by the Chris Voss Show. Be sure to check back in often.